Okay. My name's Steve. My Facebook name is John Keane, and I'm known as John Keane on Facebook and other platforms. First I set up a Facebook thing a couple of years back before I started this journey that I volunteered to God for in the middle of the night in the universe. I offered myself free will and all to help out. Didn't like how things were going. I'm concerned about future generations of our grandchildren, their grandchildren, all that. Keep everybody going here, make a better place. So I offered, please use me. I must have a purpose. I'm 69 years old, and I always thought I had a purpose. So here I am. Apparently God needed me in the universe, so that's a whole journey. But today I'm going to talk about this lyrics from this Whitney Houston song. Working on singing it. Whitney Houston is a tough act to follow. I'm not even trying. I'm not trying at all. Just trying this little idea I got. Let's see how it goes here. God wanted me to help with this. He said that he likes my voice, how I can talk plainly, and you can't fake that, he says. That's what he said to me. He talks in my right ear when he feels like it. Usually 2 or 3 in the morning, somewhere in that range. When I'm sort of sleepy, sort of awake. Anyways, we'll get going on this. This kind of describes my journey. I felt it sounded pretty close sometimes in my life. I've had many lifetimes. I've been reincarnated lots, apparently. I'll talk about that later. So it goes, lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn. I had nowhere to go. Lost sight of my dream. Thought it would be the end of me. I thought I'd never make it through. I had no hope to hold on to. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength. And I'd crash down and I'd tumble, but I would not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. Survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up. I held my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. I found hope in my heart. I found the light to light up my way out of the dark. I found all that I need here inside of me. I thought I'd never find my way. I thought I'd never lift that weight. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength. And I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. Survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up. I hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. There were so many times I wondered how I'd get through the night. Thought I took more than I could take. Thought I took all that I could take. I didn't know my own strength. And I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up. I hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. I was not built to break. No. I got to know my own strength. God said he needed me when I asked. And he told me the story of what I was built for this time. He says he had a blueprint like he does. Well, my blueprint was a little different, apparently. He built me before time began. My soul is ancient. I don't know how many you're ancient. I'm ancient. So lots of things I'm learning. Anyway, he built me back then for times such as this and kept me hidden. But certain times in history when he had me go to different things on Earth or wherever, anywhere, I guess, in the universe. And he'd send me in for some, I don't know, some sort of a path he wanted me to cross with someone and test them or say things to them. I was always kind, and he tested them. I was a vessel. I'm a vessel for God right now. And it's all different tasks. He's used me for many, many things over my lifetimes. Yeah. I have marks in my hands. Apparently they talk about like palmistry. It talks about leadership, being a teacher, being a student, being a healer, and being tradition, like that kind of stuff. Markings on here from Egypt. I guess that lifetime in Egypt, different lives, different cultures, for different reasons. Yeah. So when I was growing up, people wondered how did I know so many things as a small child. But a lot of that carried through. It's called wisdom sometimes. Why has a child got so much wisdom? They'd say. We used to call it old souls. Some belief systems don't believe in. They try to hide that stuff from everybody. That there are people, I'm not sure how many. I guess most people come to Earth. It's a whole other story. Their souls have been on a few reincarnations, reborn. Anyway, that was tonight's story, how he takes me and puts me in here and there, cross paths with somebody, see how they are. And some people don't like me, and some people like me, and some people look at me and they go away and they do a lesson. They're compelled to do something. They get seeds. I plant the seed in them with my voice, with words from God or something, and away they go. And nowadays I understand that I'm supposed to run into someone, and it's all for purpose. And we'll talk, and I'll take a lesson from them, and later on I may realize, oh, that's what that was. And they get something out of me, and they go in, oh, that's why, or they get an answer, or they don't. They didn't like me. If they didn't like me, that usually means I was a mirror for them, and they saw their own soul, thinking I was not a nice person or something. But yeah, I'm a mirror, I'm a vessel, I'm a trigger, and I'm a tower. It all depends what God sends me to do. And I'm not cognitive of it normally. I don't believe I am. This is the soul you wanted me to cross paths with. So I'm kind of like bait. Sometimes I'm bait. And it's like, oh, okay, what happened there? And I don't realize what happened there. And sometimes I was saying things and I didn't understand that. Where's that coming from? That was God speaking through me. And if you like me sometimes, he's like, well, you see. People see me and go, oh, that's a really wonderful, bright person and all that, which is nice because I like to be bright and nice and kind and sing and have fun with everybody. You know, when they see that, though, it's really interesting that they actually love me, which is cool, but God wanted me to have love, wanted me to experience love now. I've done a lot of things for God. I was very obedient. That's a hard one. Faith, obedience, oh yeah. Yeah, it's tough. You get through it. And Father, He Yeah. So if you see me and you see, oh, I love Steve, oh boy, that's nice. But you gotta realize you see the light of God in me, shines through me. I bring His light to the shadows and the darkness. I bring His light to the pits of hell. I bring His light to the battlefields of spiritual war. I am His strongest warrior of the light. So, I've been in many, many battles on that battlefield. I've been in the pits of hell on purpose. Throw myself in there because I had to experience that pain. I had to. Pain for a purpose, And I said stuff about pain for purpose all my life because I had hard jobs, hard, heavy work, dangerous work sometimes. That's what it was. We just had, tough jobs in our life, for little kids and stuff. I mean, I was 8 years old, pulling wrench on boats. Whatever. That was just what it was. Yeah. I learned a lot of stuff. Pain for a purpose, okay? Getting the ice water to cut a rope out of a prop. Dad would teach me that, take your clothes off, be naked, there's ice around you, you don't get your clothes wet. You gotta get in those clothes and keep dry for the rest of the day or you get sick. You warm up again if you get out of the water within 5 minutes or so. Get that rope out of the prop as fast as you can. Yeah. There was no argument. It's just you just did it. Anyway. I rambled on quite a bit today. I got to know my own strength. Yeah, I did. And I'm here. And I don't go nowhere unless God tells me to go. I don't surrender to anyone but God. So you can scare me more than God will. Yeah, He's pretty powerful. When He loves you, you're okay. He loves everybody, even the ones in hell. Yeah. I think He loves them more sometimes. Yeah. Sure patient with me. It's not that hard, I guess. Just go with the flow a little more. Believe in God. Let Him do His thing. Trust Him. Trust God. He'll do more for you than you want Him to. Anyway, it's a bit of a long one to post today. Thank you.